You're back. I restarted the computer. I reinstalled the driver. I plugged everything into a different port. So I'm hoping that fixes it. If it freezes again, please let me know. So it is currently plugged in a different port temporarily to see if it freezes. If it does end up freezing again, then we know it's the thing. So here's to hoping. Sometimes everything just goes to hell. It's on a surge protector. Yeah. It's only the USB ports that are acting up. Like everything else works fine, and it's only 4 very specific USB ports. So I don't know, which is really weird. I don't know. USB controllers are not always on the same bus. Yeah, so I have 3 sets of USB ports. One of them are gray, one of them are blue, and one of them is yellow. What the difference between the fucking 3 of them are? I don't know. But the blue ones have stopped working. The blue ones are also the ones that crashed the other day when we were streaming on Saturday and my keyboard died and I thought it was keyboard. It was the same blue ones that went to shit. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't have access to the motherboard thing right now, which is the problem. I'm hoping, though, reinstalling the driver, restarting the computer fixes everything. You know what motherboard you're running? Some Tomahawk, some shit. I don't know how to actually check what model it is. It's been so long. I might say it on my Twitch. Hold on. I might have updated it. Ryzen or Intel? Yeah, it's a B650 Tomahawk Wi-Fi monitor. It's an AMD Ryzen 7. I wrote this shit down because people were curious. That's my PDF. Yeah, it's these ports that are not working. These ones right here aren't working. Which I didn't know I was supposed to plug a keyboard and mouse into these. I don't know what these red ones are, but these ones are the ones that are acting up. Hello, Clean. Red ones are high-speed USB 3 ports. I do know the capture card needs to be in one of these. There's also another USB port at the front of the case that's yellow, and I don't know what the yellow one is. Can I link the dock? You can. So I have to... I'm really curious to try it now. Hold on. I'm going to try... Okay, so... mouse, keyboard, and then that goes there. Is it a Corsair case? Yes. Yes, it is. Why, yes. How did you know? All right. Hold on. Yes, I'm unplugging stuff. Yeah, I'm having computer problems right now, actually. Yes. You're right. Very observant. But it's essentially USB 3. Very observant. Oh. All right. No, I've been having problems for hours. No, I've actually been having problems for hours. Or ever since I started, I guess like an hour ago. My shit's just not working. We had a lightning storm and I lost power to my house. And then my computer stopped working. And the other day, USB ports on my motherboard stopped working. And the USB ports currently aren't working. And the capture card keeps breaking. And everything keeps freezing. And my audio keeps fucking up. So I'm hoping I uninstalled and reinstalled the drivers for my USB port. Uninstall and reinstall the drivers now for my capture card. I've changed the port that the USB is for the fucking capture card. I'm hoping this doesn't fucking freeze again. Because everything just keeps freezing. So I'm hoping the video doesn't freeze again and the capture card stops breaking. So it's just like, you know, one of those like everything's gonna break at the exact same time. Hee XD. And my stream's gone down like 4 fucking times. So that's been really annoying. Can you freeze once since the restart? Well, I also just swapped the USB plugs that they're in. So, there's still a chance. Good old Murphy's Law? Mm-hmm. Shit happens, man. Windows 10? Yep. The worst case is the fucking capture card goes. We're without a webcam until I buy a new one. That's the worst case scenario. Computer on a... What is a UPS? I'm assuming you mean a surge protector? Or I'm just dumb and don't know what that is? I don't know what you just said, Kelvin. Battery backup surge protector. Yeah, I've got some like crazy expensive surge protector. I don't think it has a battery in it. You need another surprise bill? It's my life. How it always happens at the worst times? It's life, man. What are you gonna do? You can't cry about spilt milk, right? Gotta roll with the punches. Sometimes it sucks. It's not a UPS then? Then it's not. It doesn't have a battery in it. No. Then no. My apologies for my ignorance on it. What are we working on? I have no idea, Hoagie. Just trying to kill time until the league starts. Mostly just a little SSF hanging out. So I wanted to check. There are some things I highly recommend for the PC to avoid lightning issues. Yeah, I thought I've never had problems. I don't know if I don't know if it's from the lightning, to be honest. Like, I'll be real, right? I don't know if it's from the lightning. I just think that the motherboard is having issues. Because remember we had the issue the other day where like the keyboard and stuff stopped working? Well, it happened again today after the lightning, and I noticed that one of the USB ports was corrupted. And I uninstalled and reinstalled the drivers and everything worked fine. But now the capture card's going to shit. And I don't know if it's maybe, you know, more drivers got corrupted or something weird. I don't know, you know? No trade in SSF. Nope, it is all solo self-found. No trade. Play at your own pace. My current plan is to just play the game. I have no plans of like rushing content. I have no plans of like speeding through the campaign. You know? I'm just mostly just kind of going with the flow. Just playing the game to play the game. Weird shit can happen to the PC when it gets turned off immediately. Yeah, I just think something might have corrupted. Or multiples of something. Everything's working right now. Nothing's freezing. The keyboard's working. The sound is working. Also, the sound died at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you were here when the stream first went on, but like none of the sound was working, which was really annoying. But that document was really helpful, by the way. The motherboard document. I'm gonna bookmark that actually for when shit breaks again. You're welcome. Yeah, I updated the drivers on the motherboard, or you know, I've been trying to do everything that I can think of to like, you know. That's how I found out the USB ports were not working. Was I went to Device Manager to go look up what the ports were to try to like update everything, and I noticed that Windows was not recognizing the drivers for the USB port. Let's hope shit's fixed. It would be nice. I am going to stay optimistic. Or try to. Or try to. So, we'll see. I don't know, man. I keep thinking everything's gonna break. Keep double and triple checking. Everything's fine. I'm panicking. What is this guy not doing before? What's today's date? Trying to farm currency, she keeps dropping 7-year cards. Oh no. That's not the worst thing though. Would you mind linking your motherboard? It's in my Twitch bio. But it's working now. Everything seems fine right now. So I'm not going to stress over it, I think. I do need to check something, though. I need Google Sheets. I wrote something down earlier. Sheets.google.com. Blah, blah, blah. No. Okay, so those are a thing. That's a thing. That's a thing. $20 worth of cards is better than a few raw drops. How are you getting here to drop 7-year cards so often? In the loot explosion? Just 1 7-year or 7 7-years? Courthouse Alchemy. 6 in 2 hours? Trying to farm Blight Ravage? Just put the thingy and it'll give you tons of them. My webcam didn't freeze. That's a huge plus. There are too many things. Wait. There are too many things I like about PoE, but the hideout is different. I wish more games did a hideout feature, or like a little house thing where you can like do everything. No scarabs or anything. If you just put the good scarab in, it'll give you tons of Blight Ravage maps. So it's an idea. Fuck is this guy? See, these are the mobs in the campaign in the game that I really wish would like drop better loot. Get a carto box drop 4 times? Oh man. You do know what I'm talking about though, about the scarab, right? Yo, what a variable. Thanks for the host, man. How are you, buddy?
Something has taken up new residence in this place of misery.
What's up, dude? We chilling? How are you today? But spreading the love before I get off. Hey, dude, I appreciate it, man. Have a wonderful evening or afternoon. Nobody said anything. You never know, man. People be lurking all the time, dude. I'll tell you from experience. Sometimes I'll have like 100 people and like 50 will be talking and 50 won't say a word. And then you say something and the 51st guy is like XDD smiley face. And you're like, holy shit, that's a human. And they're like, XDD, I'm real. And you're like, oh my God, bro. The blooming scare? Yep, that's right. See? Sometimes you get hit with the XDD lurk face. Peeking around the corner and shit when you least expect it. Probably one of the best things you can do as a streamer is to just never shut up. It's like one of also the hardest things that a lot of newer streamers or streamers in general have a hard time with is just like learning to never shut up. Like it's like one of the best things you can be doing because you never know who's listening, when they're listening, how they're listening. Is my webcam frozen? My webcam's not frozen. Thank God. XDD arrives. See? Sometimes they XDD you. Always yap. Bro, somebody actually commented on my last YouTube video and they were like 30 minutes too long. And then somebody else commented on it. I was laughing so hard. I saw it this morning. Somebody else commented on it and said, immediately unfollowed and stopped watching when they said, when you said enjoyed the league. I guess people really want you to be miserable with them. I saw that. Yeah. Yeah. Dude was real mad that I was having a good time. Real mad. That deserves an XDD. It definitely got an XDD. Fun fact, when you get a weapon converted to Scarab's Lantern, you use an Anarchy Scarab and the courthouse was rolled for 2 unique blocks. Damn. How dare you? That's also life. It's true. I didn't comment, but I watched fully. No inspiration for a punchy comment this time. I appreciate you watching. I just thought it was crazy that like you're not allowed, like fuck you, no fun. You know, I think that's the funniest shit. A lot of people are selfish. It happened in Calandra League too, man. I had such a blast in Calandra League. And I got so much hate, so much like random hate in Calandra League for just like having fun. Misery loves company. It's true. Definitely true. People have like this like weird agenda and they want everybody to do the same thing they're doing. I don't know, man. I know it's not like the like best league ever, but there are some things about it that really like make it one of my favorite leagues, right? Like I'm definitely gonna like think back about this league and be like, yo, damn, I miss graveyards, or yo, damn, I miss all flames. You know, there's going to be a lot of things about this league that you're just gonna think back about and you're like, wow, I really like that. That really made the league. You know, people can't understand it. I was having fun different reasons than theirs. Sure. I'm no exception to that. Sometimes people are telling me they're doing something, they're having a good time doing something. I don't understand how or why, but you know. I never think about leagues and don't go core ever again. I usually don't, but sometimes you'll like I miss Crucible trees, man. I had such a blast doing Crucible trees. You know, I had such a blast making like rings and amulets, and I think about stuff like that from time to time, and I always wonder like how it could be incorporated into Path of Exile, or how like those kind of things can make a comeback, or different ways those things can, you know, you just kind of like have like weird thoughts about it, you know. There was so much to try out. There was. Like personally, I tried the league and didn't care for the force aspect of the way it was introduced, so I decided to skip it. What I've seen of the graveyard, it was powerful, but I hate spreadsheet But I hate spreadsheet leagues. One thing I hope goes into the game is all flames. Yeah, that's reasonable. I miss Sentinel. Off topic, Kendrick or Drake. I don't know who those are. I don't know what you mean by that. This was the first time in 4 years I didn't play Deli. You didn't do any tier 17 Deli stuff? I think it's really good that they like spice it up, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, like how many more leagues do you think in a row that like Legion's going to be good for a league start? You know, or how many more leagues in a row do we think Blight is going to be good for a league start? Like, they have to change that shit up, man. Like, I think some mechanics are on borrowed time of being like insanely powerful. Extra Atlas leagues. Oh shit! Grats! I saw spiders in shambles. Blossom gonna be up 18 bill in a minute. Legion's a trap. I started Expedition Rogue, making two mirrors in 4 days every league. So fuck that Shiricon. Oh no, dude. The other spider got fucked at Shiricon too, man. You're not alone.
Your reliance on mindless brawn.
I literally looked over at my other monitor and I saw it. I just saw the yellow text. It's okay. Last night I went to Crypt. And the first pack of mobs I killed dropped me 2 Debo rings. And then in the next hour of Crypt, I dropped 2 Debo belts. And then today my computer decided that it's gonna fucking, you know, Sudoku. Everybody seems to be hitting that one. I didn't get my piece at Shiricon night, dude. I got my piece at Shiricon day. I was too weak back then to do Shiricon night, so I was forced to do Shiricon day. So those linking corrupted 6 cost Val orbs. You use tainted currencies, tainted fusing orbs. What you do is you take your armor and you use the crafting bench to 4 socket it, and then you use tainted jeweler's orbs to go to 6 sockets, and you keep hitting it till it goes. So every time it goes under 4, you use the crafting bench to go back to 4 sockets, and then you use tainted jewelers, hope it goes 5 and 6. If it ever goes 3, you crafting bench it back to 4, and then when you're ready to link it, you use the crafting bench to 4 link it, and then you use tainted fusings to go 5 and 6. And that doesn't, tainted currencies don't need Val orbs, but you do need Val orbs for the bench side of things. Let's be real, I'm gonna be Deadeye LA again. Of course. I mean, why do, if it doesn't get nerfed or nothing gets changed, why do anything different? The only reason I ever do things differently, Diggs, is because content creator. If I wasn't a content creator, I would do the same thing over and over and over and over. I'd be like Fub Gun, man. You know, I would just do the same shit over and over and over, but I don't want to pigeonhole myself into one thing like he is, if that makes sense. Like, he's pigeonholed into Magic Find, Lightning Arrow, Deadeye. Otherwise, that, like, dead in the water, right? I never want to be that. So I always do all kinds of different shit. He has already dipped out. Variable said he wanted to bring his community over. He didn't know if anybody was around. He hosted, and I think he has departed for the afternoon, evening. Tainted currencies, while expensive, will also be the cheapest way to do it at the end of the day. So wait, what's the best way to farm a transgem in SSF? You just do normal labs until you get it? Merc labs? Normal labs? What's the difference between Merc labs and normal labs in terms of hitting the gem? Isn't Merc labs only one hit too? Or turn gem into a trans variant? Oh, instead of random. Got it. Got it. That makes sense. Get more quality? Yeah, that makes sense. Sweet. Now. I should have grabbed precise technique actually. Oh my god, my fucking webcam hasn't crashed yet. It's like a Christmas miracle. King W? I've been having computer problems all day, man. I saw you say that earlier. I mean, you might as well. Fuck it, right? Dude, it's what you're comfortable. It's what you like. You're having a good time. Why change it? I'm a big fan of don't change what's broken. Don't think it's efficient at one attack places. It might be. I don't know. You and I have very different experience with Witch, so it's hard to say.
Good work. With the another. Stay sharp out there.
Good tidings.
Oh, wow. It actually went.
Good tidings.
10. Legendary. 90-day difference at 60. Yeah, which just needs a little bit of like things, skill points and stuff. She's pretty fast. I think it's just practice too, and like learning, and I don't know. Or maybe he just doesn't click with it. He isn't as good. Maybe. I haven't played Witch in a long time, so I don't know. I've recently thought about starting my Witch again. But I really like the Scholar a lot, and I kind of want to keep playing the Scholar, so. Chopping, chopping, chopping trees. Clears low AP spots so much better. Yeah, man. If it's working, you know, fuck it. That health flask is definitely worse than the one that I'm using right now. Ooh, I need that. Give me that. Oh, I need that. Ooh, give me that. Another one. It's like Christmas in this bitch. Yo, what up, Will? Computer's working. Thank you for the 9.
Baby, oh my God, name
What's
the
up?
baby.
We're having computer issues all
Computer
day.
is working.
But everything's working right now, so we're pretty happy. Thank you for the continued support for 9 motherfucking months. I appreciate it greatly. Is that a shitty cheese? Is that what that is? A shitty cheese? You just reroll Tamer, man. Just fuck it. Just go Tamer, bro. Just a random icon I clicked. Looks like a piece of shitty cheese. Some stinky ass cheese, bro. You know a bit about Legion? A little bit. What do you need to know? If I don't know, sure as shit somebody here does.
My mana is gone.
Legion movie? Now, how many times you need to kill a general to have a high chance of getting a timeless jewel? A lot. You're talking about in the encounter, right? When you put the little things in, and then you go in the middle, it spawns it, and you run out, you kill everything, go back in. Yeah, just keep killing them, dude. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
His time has almost come. Then hope will be.
If you're looking for a specific jewel
Take the black
with a specific number,
Swain and Roth's ship.
good
Into
luck.
the flames of the beacon. It's your only chance of reaching me, of turning this tide. The king can't keep secrets like this from me any longer.
Trying to find
The way of things. Find me.
a specific jewel with a specific number is very difficult. Jewels themselves drop quite frequently. Like, you can get the jewels to drop. We did it. That was the league start strategy I did with somebody else this league for a little bit before they quit the league. We did Legion for like the first, like, there still might be VODs. I don't know. We might be able to go back, but we did Legion for like a day and a half. When I try a Legion map, the Thomas jewels can drop too. That's really weird. I don't think they're supposed to drop in a regular map. You're saying when you do Legion, like in a regular map, timeless jewels are dropping, Will? The jewel dropped on a map. I've never seen an emblem drop or a jewel drop. Has it only happened once, or have you been able to do it multiple times? Was this recently? It happened twice, this league and last league. Well, no, there wouldn't be new scarabs last league. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that before. If you knew exactly what you did, we can go try it and try to like make it happen. No, you can't get a chance to drop the jewel. I've done a lot of Legion. I've never dropped a full timeless jewel before in a regular map. So I don't know. Whatever you did, figure out what you did so we could try it. Unless you were playing with somebody and they were trolling you and they just dropped the jewel. That's a possibility, right? Could you imagine? He's doing Legion with like an aura bot and the aura bot just drops the timeless jewel. Just throwing all flames on maps is juicing my maps more than I have. I just been missing this. Yes, that's why all flames are insane. I think it's just orange. Yeah, I was asking this one time I killed 3 generals and I got a jewel, and 10 times killed 6, 3. I think it's shit. It's just a % chance for jewels to drop.
So you don't think I'm going to be bawling and chaining after your sorry ass Once our journey to the reef is done.
No single being should have the power to reshape the world like this.
This is 5 years old though. 2 years ago? No, this is 5 years ago. If this was a thing back then, it's no longer a thing. You don't have a recent video? You're saying you did it this league? Weird. Very strange. Most likely a bug. Last league or this league, you can't remember? Sure you wasn't thinking about like 5 years ago? It's got to be a bug. But the question is how did he do it? Very profitable at league start. I'm pretty sure it's it's a bug. I wouldn't say an exploitable bug because we don't know how it's done. I guarantee you if it is a bug, somebody does know how to do it. And it's probably a very well-kept secret. What is this? Greed? There are 3,765 ways to get rich. Nobody needs anything weird. Are you aware of the Einhart Tier 17 exploit working as intended? What do you mean Tier 17 Einhart exploit? What are you talking about? The Einhart one-shots bosses? It doesn't do that anymore. It did, right? That's like not a thing anymore. Last mod on the map. Does that still work? I thought that was fixed. I definitely remember that being a thing. I thought that was fixed. To my knowledge, it doesn't work anymore.
So courageous. Such a fine example of womanhood. I simply knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Or my husband. You see, His Majesty could never be satiated on his wedding day by
Dude,
one bride alone.
I have no lightning resistance.
Thank you, my new sister. I shall always treasure your company.
don't date much to test. I mean, it used to be a thing. It's, to my knowledge, been fixed. The timeless things? What do you have to do? I'm still wearing a white belt. Holy fuck.
Born of ocean's mire,
I'm no longer wearing a white belt.
dark desire.
Belt upgrade? Dude, I'm the worst at SSF, man. I never look at gear. It's such a fucking problem all the time. I'm really curious about this timeless thing he was doing, though. I did do the thing.
Go with the spirit.
Up you go. Give me those. I want those. Please, move. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. We're cruising, chat. No, no. Wait, we want to go this way. Usings. Nice. Yeah, I can't even check. I was just thinking about the timeless thing. I went to go like look at my Atlas passives. I can't open the Atlas passives because I haven't gotten them on SSF yet. Chat, are you guys trying the D4 PTR that's coming out? I hear a lot of hype around it. Do you guys have any interest in trying it? Nope. Dang. Heard pretty good things. I was just curious if people had any interesting takes on it. 51. We're cruising, dude. Why am I killing so much bullshit? I know better. They nerf everything afterwards? Oh no. What's D4 Diablo 4? They're supposed to be adding the mobs from Traffic Hull as like, I guess like an Uber boss or like new content so you can do Trav runs now in D4. That guy didn't die. No longer boring, but it's nothing like PoE, of course. I kind of want to try the PTR. I was told about it. It sounds really exciting. I'm also like actually excited about the expansion. I'm very curious to see how the story continues.
Shine boldly so that all may find you when the night falls.
Give it a go. I'll be on it for sure, just to mess around. It goes live tomorrow, I think. So if I could do it during stream tomorrow, I'm going to do it during stream tomorrow. If I can't do it during stream tomorrow, I'm going to try it on Thursday. Dude, poison concoction is actually like crazy good, and I built this wrong too, which is wild. I'm missing so much damage. No, I suck. Wait, is steel skin not going off? Oh, it is going off. Think of the boys from daycare. Have a great stream. I'll leave it up. Thanks, man. Planning on farming a tabula? Nah, if I get it, I get it. I wouldn't even know how to begin to farm a tabula. I think tabula's bait too. I don't think it's very good. Humility being rare. Dude in the aqueducts. That shit's so nerfed. This helmet used to be so good. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. What was that from? Did this guy's armor just fucking talk?
The spirit hunts. Stay true to him. I am
It is that dude's armor. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? I just noticed that my webcam's like out of focus. Zoom camera new meta? Could be. Definitely could be.
the legacy of
This looks like a contender for a league starter. It's pretty good, man. I've never actually like really played it, and I'm having a really good time with it. I'm very surprised. Splitting Steel better than Bone Shatter? Of course it's a league starter. They do different things, Splitting Steel and Bone Shatter. Been top 10. I knew it was really good for a while, and then I thought they nerfed it a bunch of times, and people cried that it was bad or some random shit. So I don't know. I don't keep up with it, man. You don't go beyond them because you have to think about it. It's always been good since its release. What's up, Hado? I just remember it getting nerfed a couple of times and people losing their friggin' mind over it.
My mana is gone.
I think it's been nerfed. I know was recently nerfed. I think it was nerfed once before that. My rain of arrows greater. I typically run before switching to another bow skill. Like I can see the exact same tree in my head and can put together a little dog shit gear. Because now you can use flash arrows per projectile instead of per attack on the regular gem. Yeah, the only time I ever really played this was when Hado was just like play Poison Concoction and do heist for BPL. So that's just kind of like where I was at. Takes 8 charges per use. Yeah, it's just crazy fucking damage, dude. And like, I didn't even know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just like throwing potions, you know what I mean, bro?
This sanctum is nothing but a scar on nature.
Must be nice. It's a 218 too. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I guess it's time to re-roll. I'm not actually going to re-roll. That's it. We're out of coffee. Need to prep flask before using it, really? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Please cast spell.
There is a fine line between
Nice. We go do labs now.
hesitation. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear.
We'll get to the next little area, then we'll go do labs. It doesn't use charges faster?
My mana is gone.
They're way too expensive in standard, and I need new ones for some of my old builds. I mean, the market's about to get flooded with tattoos, right? If they put tattoos back in the game this league, they're going to keep them in the game. I have a feeling that all flames are going to stay. The mark effect tattoos, 30 divs. Just go get them in hardcore and rip them to standard. What are you doing? My one build needs 7 of them. I don't see the problem. But it doesn't even do more damage than the flask in the regular version. Way more damage and cheaper entry than regular Peacock, just worse clear. Loan me the divs to go buy them all. Just get better gear to farm with. Stop being bad and get quant gear.
Be single of purpose.
Or, hear me out, play League for like a day and buy them in League.
Born for this. The sovereign each leaves but a husk for its descendants.
You can also use Plague Bearer, that takes care of a lot of the clear. Forgot about Plague Bearer. From my understanding, divines and standard drop like candy because you just use like any magic find character with some quant gear and the quant gem, and shit just falls. Just rains from the sky. Because you have like a bajillion quant on like the most powerful of busted ass characters all of the time. You don't have MF character or quant gem. You know, I actually have a quant gem. I looked the other day, I was messing around in standard. I actually have 1 quant gem. They removed it before you started playing. It might not be a bad idea to invest, since you play so much standard, to invest into a magic find character.
When the time
And magic find quant gear. There's some really good magic find quant gear out there.
to entertain is only as efficient as those he commands. Don't give up yet.
Fuck.
My three
It's just way better than the regular version. I think that's a big problem with this game is it's just like, it's just a lot of things are just like this way or it's just bad. It doesn't give you, like, there's diversity, but there's not a lot of diversity, but there's diversity. This is going swimmingly.
My mana is gone.
Out the gym from labs? Yeah, it's fine.
emperor
We'll get it.
is the most devious.
Today, tomorrow, this weekend. We'll get it at some point. Trust me, I'm not too worried. I think. I might be worried. Maybe I'm secretly convincing myself I'm not. Fuck!
Prove yourself ascendant.
We're dead. Okay, this is not going swimmingly anymore.
The goddess is watching.
We suck. If I had Wither, though. If I had Wither and didn't take the wrong ascendancy, it would have been fine. First few labs in SSF? Crazy. All we had to do was take the Wither node.
The weary traveler. Essence always close to the as we shared.
It's immortal. It's probably even better with standard gear.
Stand your ground.
Which is a better bosser? Bones? Splitting steel? You didn't use mana? Yeah, I panicked.
Such resilience.
You might wonder why I panicked. I couldn't tell you.
The last emperor.
I have no idea, dude. My brain just went elsewhere and I just started flailing around like a fucking, like a dumbass. I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. And then I died. Because dumbass. Head on fire? It's pretty much what happened, yeah. We were just like straight panicking. Who plays with Das? Jesse sending you big deals? One sec. I just thought of something really important that I'm looking at really quick. Why is the meat sack all-flame so expensive? Because you can get insane gear out of it from doing a meat sack strat. What is this? Do I need those workers? How do I do that? How do I buy those guys? I don't know how to go get those guys. Go to the work. What do I do? Uh, do I have to go to that town? No. Shit. I don't have time to figure this out. Fuck. I'm just buying lodging. Hold on. Not enough lodging for workers. What the fuck, dude? What? Hold on. Worker exchange. This guy. This guy. This guy. Not enough lodging for workers. What the fuck? How do I get Nampo Village? Is it Moodle Village? What's that fucking worker in? Moodle Village? No, it's fine. I'll take care of it 2 seconds. I don't mind taking care of it. I'm just rushing. I'm rushing. Do I only buy one of the fucking idiots, or do I buy all the idiots? How many of these Moodle little fuckers do I buy? How many of these little Moodle fuckers do I buy? Shell Shock Moodle. Oh, I got it. I got the one. Okay, lady, I need a favor. Put a pin in to remind me to upgrade my shitters to the professional giants that I just bought. Went to the wolves to farm the infinite HP pot and ended up dropping the part in 5 minutes. Probably gonna suffer on the other 2 spots. PS, I'm the player who I remember who you are. Ask your advice. Grind on any account. Sorry to talk. No, I don't. Listen, don't apologize for talking about other things. I definitely 100% remember who you are. And 2, if you want to talk about a little BDO, I was literally just buying workers for my worker empire on my other monitor. Like, dude, congrats, man, on the potion part. And like, we hyped the homies up here, dude. One of the guys in chat actually just went to Shiricon Night, and literally in like the first 10 minutes at Shiricon Night dropped the whole Shiricon part. So like, sometimes lucky, man. I'm happy, dude. That's fucking awesome, dude. But seriously though, like, if you're here and you're hanging out and I'm not playing BDO, and like, and you just want to like share some good news, or you just want to talk about the game, man, like, it's a community of gamers, right? Like, it doesn't matter what game we're playing. If you have a question about the game, or you want to talk about the game, or you want to express something cool, like, go for it, man. You know, we're trying to, like, you know, build a community of gamers. We're not trying to build a community of one game gamers. You know what I'm saying, bro? You're trying SSF for the first time. How do you like it so far? I'm happy for you, man. That's freaking great news, dude.
My mana is low.
Oh, I gotta type in my chat with lady. Boo. Found out he plays BDO too, so you're in good company. Yeah, man. Got done with the first part, and Hillock is done. Nice, dude. Congrats, dude. Well, I want to get into PoE, but I keep hearing it's not for casuals. If you want to play a game, Ken, don't listen to dumb motherfuckers.
Strikes with
If you want to do my advice on any game that's free, if you think a game looks cool and it is free to download and free to try, why would you ever listen to anybody telling you otherwise? Path of Exile is a game. The reality of Path of Exile is it can be insanely complicated and it can be insanely casual. Path of Exile is a game that you as a person might have to do some research in or ask some questions on. You as a person will not learn everything in Path of Exile very quickly. It will take a little bit of time and a little bit of effort to try to learn about Path of Exile. And it'll take a little like elbow grease, right? Like PoE is not going to hand you your participation trophy and be like, oh, good job. Thanks for downloading the game. Here's your trophy, son. Here's your gear. You did great. Here's your gold medal. Like that. It's not going to do that, right? Like it's going to reward you for playing it. It's going to reward you for learning it. And like, you can play it casually. It'll just take you a little bit longer to get through it, right? But that's not the end of the world. That's not the worst idea, right? This kind of defeats the idea of casual. I don't know, man. I grew up in a day and age where Final Fantasy VII took 90 hours, and if you played an hour a day, it took you 3 months to beat. You can definitely play a game casually. You can definitely download a game and start a game. You can definitely like do things, right? Having to research and learn shit's not casual. I mean, you have to research and learn shit in Minecraft. Minecraft doesn't fucking tell you how to do anything. You know how many times I've had to open up a fucking wiki for Minecraft to learn how to build some dumbass bullshit? My kid would be like, yo, dad, let's make a roller coaster. Get the redstone. I'm like, how the fuck do you know what redstone is? He goes, I look up videos on YouTube. I gotta go look up a YouTube video on how to like fucking put on levers and tracks and shit. But you know what happens when I go into creative mode on Minecraft? I look up railroad, and you know what it does? It gives me a track. I put the track down. You know what it doesn't do? Fucking work. Minecraft, the casual of casuals games. I need a goddamn PhD in engineering to learn how to make a fucking basic merry-go-round so my kid can have a good time. You can easily, I have no fucking clue how to beat Minecraft, but my 5-year-old knows I gotta build a portal to the fucking Ender Dragon, and I gotta sit there and put a bed. You know what he told me? He told me I could fucking kill the Ender Dragon with a fucking bed. I don't know what that means. I had to Google that. You know what it's like to have to fucking Google about the fucking Ender Dragon and a bed? I play video games and I'm smart, but this fucking dragon, I gotta find fucking eyeballs and put them in a hole, and the fucking hole has to go into a unique circle that the game doesn't fucking tell you. Game doesn't fucking tell you. You walk into a room, I read this, you walk into a room and you're supposed to look at the little fucking squares on the ground, bro. You look at the squares and one of them has an eyeball in it. You're like, what the fuck is that eyeball? But you don't know where to go get the fucking eyeballs from because it doesn't fucking tell you where to get the eyeballs from. So you gotta go look around for the fucking eyeball. You pick the one thing up, it's just some shit that's got a name. I don't know what the fucking name is. Then you gotta go to like an underground cave, an underground fucking river, an underground fucking thing. You gotta set a thing fucking on fire with some blocks and shit. And then this big purple fucking thing comes in and you go through it and this little fucking pig is chasing you down. There's a fucking pig and a pig wants gold. I didn't know I gotta feed a fucking pig gold. I gotta kill a little fucking pig. Then I try to like do some shit and the other pig gets fucking angry. And then there's a bloop, 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 bloop guy and he's fucking bloop, blooping you. Fucking Minecraft, a game for kids with fucking blocks. I need a PhD in learning how to Google foo to figure out that the fucking Ender Dragon needs a bed to die. Why does a fucking dragon die from a bed? So yes, if you want to play Path of Exile, just turn it on, bro. Fuck it. Minecraft needs a PhD. You're gonna need one in this fucking game too. You might as well. Ridiculous. You got a bloop bloop motherfucker, bro. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know how often I turn on Minecraft to try to learn a little bit of it? You know how often I turn on Minecraft to try to learn a bit of it? And then I turn around and there's a fucking little green dude behind me. Do you know how often I turn on Minecraft, I'm playing my kid, I turn around, there's a little green dude behind me and I lose all of my gear. All of my gear because the little green guy's like, what's up? And you're like, are you fucking kidding me? You're overcomplicating the game and attributing. Bro, but that's how it feels. What that is in Minecraft is how it feels to Path of Exile players. Minecraft is supposed to be this simple little fun game, and the complications of Minecraft are the same thing that translates into Path of Exile, though. That's my point. Aren't you glad you stopped in and asked a question? Thanks, bro. Seems like my type of community. Thanks for the follow, man. We're a little fucking nuts here. Sometimes. A little crazy, a little weird, a little wild. 10-year-old me won't understand PoE. No, my kid doesn't understand PoE. You know what he does understand, Path of Exile, though? Killing mobs, get loot. You know what he understands in Minecraft? How to build a rocket ship. But he can easily beat Minecraft. Minecraft, to me, is the most complicated bullshit I have ever experienced in a game, ever. So like in Minecraft Dungeons, he got bored of it. You could a YouTube short about Minecraft. I can go back and cut it and snip it. What is it, at hour 28 marker? Go back and cut it in a bit. Unless somebody clipped it. I don't think somebody clipped it, but we can go back and grab it. Minecraft is learned by seeing others do it, and that's why kids are good at it. PoE requires you to read. You know, you can be good at PoE if you just watch other people do what they do and just stop. Instead of, you know, did you know like PoE players would learn how to play PoE if they stopped typing and just actually paid the fuck attention? You know what they don't do, Aros? Pay attention. Thing is, you don't need to kill the fucking dragon. You can just build. Yeah, that's my point. Why do you have to build a bed? Why does the dragon die to a fucking bed? How does the dragon die to a fucking bed? It's expensive. I can't afford to pay attention. What up, Kimi? Beds explode in the end dimension. But why? Beds aren't allowed in there and they blow up. See, I hate Minecraft. Because you can't sleep there? Why? Why is the sky blue? Because it reflects off the water. Duh. 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 No, it's not. You have a whole nother month. You got another month, my guy. I have to pee so bad. This is the league that never ends. Crucible was like 6 months long or something insane. Crucible was really long. Okay, I gotta pee. God. You need the rest. Sounds good, man. Which creates a paradox of vivid and sleep, which makes the bed boom. Great. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm so brain fucked. Alright, where are we going? Hey, thanks a lot. What's up, man? Those leveling steps is what you're doing? It's true. More than likely. It depends. It really depends. I mean, it's probably the front runner for next league. Next to it's probably the front runner. We'll see. It'll probably be the easiest thing to honestly start and do for a day or two to get rolling. Depends on how it feels in maps without like a ton of gear and stuff.
There's still a chance these fields can.
Virgin Painted here. I love 17s, man. I think they're awesome. Some of my favorite content in the game. I like the fact that the game is adding harder content with restrictions on how you can handle it and making you adapt to learn how to do it. I think it's really cool. I think a lot of Path of Exile is too easy, and adding new, weird, challenging content that it'll be trivialized by next league is really cool for a league. Just got destroyed. I mean, I don't know what you're playing or how you built it, or if it's actually like a 500 div character, because like the value of stuff is drastically fucked because nobody's playing this league. 30% is extra lightning though. I don't know if that's an excuse. This is extra is always going to be hard unless you build specifically around it. So you could use it as an excuse. It's really kind of like up to you. Weird? What's weird? You do have to indeed flag. Yes. You have to flag to attack somebody, but if you're not flagged and they're flagged, they can still just roll up and kill you. Do you have a splitting steel video? I do actually, but mine is based on like having like juicer gear and like building towards juicer gear. Your beard's weird? What's wrong with my beard? Huh? What? was wondering why you can kill this guy. It's probably because he attacked somebody else or attacked you. Eminem diss from years ago for Machine Gun Kelly. Who's Machine Gun Kelly? I haven't listened to like Eminem since I was like the real Slim Shady. That song came out, like that album. This is the second time today somebody's asked me, I think, a music related question, and I just have no idea what they're talking about. Somebody said to me earlier, Drake or somebody. I don't remember who this somebody was, but they were like Drake or someone. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And they never said another word, and I was very confused. Now he's all emo. I don't know who you're talking about. Who's all emo? Trickster? I mean, that's how you play Splitting Steel. MGK? I don't know what that means. What does MGK mean?
Wrath call.
I'm also very lost. MGK. I don't know who Machine Gun Kelly is. I'm a grandpa. Yeah, I have no idea what any of these guys are talking about at all. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing. If I should know, if I shouldn't know, I don't know. Dude, I just play video games, man. I don't keep up with fucking shit people do, man. If it's not related to my job or a game, I don't give a fuck. Or my kid. It's not related to Dean. I don't care. Massively gigantic kleptomaniac. Heard you mention him, and then saw somebody else talking about him. Eminem slaughtered him. What do you mean he slaughtered him? Wouldn't he be in jail if he killed him?
Yes, there's an
What are you talking about?
journey well.
Lyrically? What does that mean? What do you mean he slaughtered him? What? I just have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. He attacked Eminem and his family in a song. Who did? And Eminem released a song about him. About who? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes.
We're talking about Machine Gun Kelly. But why would somebody? I don't understand. Is this guy like a music person? Released a diss track at Eminem a few years ago. What is that? What a diss? What? So this is a singer? He's a rapper. Eminem responded with a diss track of his own and basically murdered. How do you murder somebody with a diss track? Change his whole career? Listen to the song? Why would I listen to it? Because it's a good song? What? Why? People have too much free time? I still don't know what's going on. What do you mean kill shot? What is kill shot? That's the name of the song? By who? Is this new marketing? I have no idea. Eminem made a song called Kill Shot. How was I supposed to know that? That's the song Eminem did? Like I'm talking to a 5-year-old. A diss track and an insult song towards somebody. Why would somebody do that? Machine Gun Kelly made a diss track towards Eminem saying he was washed up and shit. But why? Why would people do that? Eminem responded with a song called Kill Shot that broke down MGK's song and tore him apart. Afterwards, MGK changed his whole style and quit rapping because everybody said that Eminem murdered him. Why would somebody quit their job because somebody called them a bitch? If I got told if I quit, what? I'm so confused. Basically, Eminem made a song because he attacked his daughter in a song, and why would he just sue the fucking guy? Why would you go through all this petty shit? You could just sue him. Who's a wait? Because he's a but I don't know, dude. This is above and beyond. It's not suable. Isn't that defamation? Rappers go after each other all the time until somebody gets fucking sued. That's literally defamation. It's not. Bro, if somebody says some shit about you and you could prove the shit they said about you literally ruined your job or sales or any of that shit, yeah, you totally can. They can be deconstructed as slander. Bro, you could we live in a day and age where I could sue somebody because they fucking shit in my Coke if I wanted to. Basically shit talking. But who has time to acknowledge idiots? Because it's a song? Can slander or defamation be excused if used as a rapper? Can diss tracks count as defamation? Going to Reddit. If they can show they knowingly lied and in doing so harmed your reputation and income, defamation is more than just lying, or less if you live in a country where truth is not a defense like Japan or the Philippines. To prove prima facie defamation, a plaintiff must show 4 things: a false statement, perpetrating a fact, publication or communication of a statement to a third person, fault amounting to least negligence, and damages or some harm caused to the reputation of the person and entities subject to the statement. It doesn't matter. I mean, look at what's going on with, like, you know, I'm actually not even going to open up this can of worms with somebody who's going through something very similar right now. You're waiting for an album to drop? Yeah, see, you and I went to the exact same place, Blossom. Don't go into that deep. I smelt that can. Okay. Yes. Where am I in the grand scheme of things? Dude, I don't even know what the fuck is going on anymore. We just go back to playing video games and being happy? Why we gotta talk shit? You know, the more I think about the conversation that just happened, the more I'm kind of glad I live in my like own weird bubble. I don't know if it's a me only thing there. Seeing some bullshit drama. Bro, my TikTok is just like fucking movies, man. My TikTok algorithm now is just like a bunch of like people wearing a mask, sitting in front of their screen, pointing up, and a movie's playing. And you go through like 9 chapters of them like watching an entire movie in TikToks. Why pirate a movie anymore when somebody else could do it for you and put their face on it? I don't know, man. My TikTok algorithm's sweet. TikTok, what's that? If you don't know, don't get involved. You're better off. Sports, bodybuilding, some of this, women jokes, movies. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Quite a very, yeah. I also get like magic. There's one, I get a couple of cool magic ones, like people doing magic and shit. It's pretty much just YouTube shorts, man. You've never opened a TikTok? Then how do you know about the hot two-head spit on that thing? Found a few artists, which you're happy about. That's cool. Twitter? Twitter's fucking worse than TikTok, man. Twitter's like a fucking aneurysm. What kind of music do I like? AFI, MSI, old System of a Down, old MSI. Like, old school Linkin Park. I was like an emo kid in high school, man. I had the fucking parachute pants and everything, dude. I actually saw Linkin Park live. You're still pretty emo?
The shadows crawl with danger.
Hollywood Undead? I love Hollywood Undead. Hollywood Undead's really good. I saw them live. They were insane live. Point in case you're triggered about playing Minecraft. I feel like banning you for that statement would just prove your point even more. Jerry Johnson, there's a music channel in the Discord now. You could post some of the music in there. Do a little hair flip. I'm fucking bald, my guy. Godsmack. I saw the Foo Fighters in Boston once. I was in Canada visiting a friend. I was in Niagara Falls, Canada. Or I was in St. Catharines. I was in St. Catharines, Canada. And I got a phone call while I was out there. And a buddy of mine said, hey, I have tickets to see the Foo Fighters. Do you want to go? It's Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock. I'll never forget this. Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock. Or Friday afternoon, one of the 2 days. And I said, when's the show? And he goes, 9 o'clock at night the next day. I think it was Friday into Saturday or Saturday into Sunday. But it was at, it was in Boston. And I was just like, what's up? And he's like, you want to go see the Foo Fighters with me? And I was like, when? And he tells me when. And he goes, can you make it? And I was like, where are they playing? And he goes, oh, they're playing at, I think it was like Fenway or something. Whatever the big baseball stadium is in Boston. I think it's Fenway, right? And he goes, can you make it? I was like, yeah, I can make it. He goes, yeah. I said, yeah. He goes, I'll cover the hotel. I got the tickets for free. He won them doing something. I don't remember what the fuck he did, but he won a bunch of tickets to Foo Fighters, like an all expense paid trip. And I was hanging with some friends in Canada, and I looked at them and I was like, I gotta go. And I literally left and I drove all the way to Boston from Canada. And I went and saw the Foo Fighters. That was really cool. I saw System of a Down in 06 in Jersey. That was really good. So a yellow card on the 10th anniversary. I learned I'm too short for concert. The security guard let me stand in the handicap ramp because I was too short. Nice. My mom lived. I was going to visit for a weekend. She had tickets to see Metallica and Godsmack. My stepdad didn't want to go, so I went with her. Such a good concert. Oh, I believe it. I missed that Sode concert in 06. I was so pissed. I was there. Back when it was called Giant Stadium, I was there. I missed it. It was a good show. I'll never forget that one, too. That was a hell of a show. Ember number 6. What a crate. That's insane. Hold on. I gotta take a picture of something really quick. You got 4 today? It's crazy. That's crazy, dude. My God. Oh, I love Evanescence too. Evanescence is fantastic. I thought about Evanescence when I just said my God, because in my brain I heard my God, my tourniquet, and I was just like, if I make that reference, nobody's gonna understand it, and it's not gonna make any kind of sense at all today. Feels good waking up and seeing the notification on my phone that I got one. Dang, dude, one of these days I'll get a notification that I got my strike. One of these days. Just looked up and flop. My mom got my cats a motorized cat or motorized mouse, and they played with it for 10 seconds. By the way, for anybody wondering about this run, this is the most casual of casual runs. We're 6 hours in. We finally changed our belt. We're barely doing anything, and we're like cruising. If I had any sort of care in the world about actively trying and making this like giga work, this would be 10 times more powerful than it is right now, and it's fucking dummy strong. Because I know I got a DM about like, is it actually good, or are you just trolling? And I was like, it's actually good. You didn't remake the character? Nope. Was I supposed to remake it? Bro, we are looking. This looks insanely strong. Yeah. I also have been building it wrong too, by the way. Like, I took the wrong ascendancy. I don't have like half the right shit. Yeah, I decided to not and just eat shit on it, to be honest with you. Yeah, dude. I don't have like a real, like I have like no real gear, no nothing. First 10 minutes, second I got 5 pity pieces, no plague, but yeah, dude, we're just fucking chilling. Pity pieces don't exist for me. I need Keg Tug next really bad, actually. Just vibing. I like it. I have no rushes. You don't have to compete for others. Just go my own pace. Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of people I know recently have had that same mentality. So, it's nice, man. It's a nice change of pace. You know? Than Jade, because it has the stupid things, doesn't it? I'm scared I'm harming Bloodwound. Try to see when he bounty spot and just flags up and kills me on accident. We're in the same guild. I almost actually did yesterday. You see me roll up yesterday? Pubgun finds a way to make super currency markets get flooded and League gets boring. It's because people are crazy and copy what he does. Kind of kills your fun. I mean, listen, I'm going to give you the best advice in the world. And you could choose to listen or not listen. I like Fubgun, actually. I think he's pretty good at what he does. And I think he runs a good show. But if knowing what he does ruins your fun, stop fucking paying attention. You know what I mean? Like, I know that's like easier said than done, and everybody's gonna be like, oh my God, did you see the new, you know what Nunu is doing? And you're like, I don't give a fuck. And they're like, but do you know? And you're like, I don't give a fuck. And they're like, but oh my God, did you see he's got his 900th mirror? And you're like, how many you got? How many you got? None? Shut the fuck up. The new bug discover? You fall into the fads? A lot of people, man. You just gotta look them in the eye and be like, how many fucking mirrors you got? When they say none, you tell them to eat shit. He needs to be paid. He probably does. You're not running from me. Oh no. Kick his ass. And you say I bully bitches? My guy, you about to bully motherfuckers left and right. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, man. Dude, it's 5:30 already. Also, my webcam hasn't frozen in hours. This is great. Life is beautiful. It won't work tomorrow? I know. I know. It's about to freeze. I know. I know. I mean, that's just a thing. It's like, that's where, like, that's how, like, the whole idea, oh shit, that's like the whole idea of FOMO came around, right? It's like, that's like where the whole idea of FOMO came around, right? We live in a day and age where we base ourselves off of the success of others, right? Where we can't think outside the box for our own self, right? It's the whole social media problem. It's literally, social media has like literally trained people to like want what others have, right? That's why you gotta like stop giving a fuck. Think you're onto something? It's just been proven. That's why social media is so successful,
These must be burned out at the
right? I'm pretty connected to social things. Social media is insanely successful because we've taught people to literally like want what we have, right? And that's why like a lot of people are very successful because they, and this is like one of the things that I've talked about in the past. I don't share a lot of my personal life, right? I like to like leave my like a lot of my like life, you know, off the internet to the best of my ability, right? But a lot of my peers share everything they do, right? Because people like it. People want to know. People want to be involved, and they want to see like what you're doing because they can't do it. The amount of times I see streamers like tweet, they're like, I just had a hamburger. Look at this burger. Oh, you wish you had this hamburger, bro. Do you know what I put on this hamburger? Gold, motherfucker. You know what you ain't eating? Gold. And then somebody goes out and be like, I'm gonna buy a gold hamburger. And then they can't afford a gold hamburger and they're sad, you know? Or you see like the kids that like take pictures in front of like the fucking mansions, you know? People are selfish. They want to have what others have. I am a big fan of like supporting the homies, right? Like the guy came in earlier. He's like, hey man, I know you're playing Path of Exile. I just want to tell you about this really cool thing that happened. I'm sorry. I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome, dude. Congrats, man, right? And like another related example is like in BDO, like the other spider managed to like get a really cool item and a really cool upgrade. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome. Congratulations. Like, and he's like, you're not mad? I'm like, no, dude. Like I want people to succeed. And maybe that's like this like really weird trait. I don't know. But like, I you know, when you're in your early 20s, you don't know any better. People have things you don't have. Like, sure, it sucks. Sure, it feels bad. Would I like to have $1 million? Of course. You know, would I like to not have to worry about shit? Yeah. Would I like to live a lush, lavish life? Of course. Who wouldn't? But am I going to be upset that fucking Jimmy over here can put $4,672 up their ass cheek because they're bored with themselves? No. Am I going to be happy for Jimmy? I mean, yeah, keep shoving dollar bills in your ass. Live your life, Jimmy. And you know, you see it in Path of Exile all the time. So-and-so streamer's doing this. I can't do that. So-and-so streamer ruined this. So-and-so streamer's doing that. Just play the game, man. Play the game. Live your life. And like, just fucking roll, man. One of the biggest things I've had to learn the hard way, and I learned this very quickly right before being a PoE streamer, is as soon as I stopped caring about the latest, and at the time it was Grimrow, the minute I stopped caring about the latest Grimrow strategy, I love Grimrow. I think his content's fantastic. Absolutely out of this world fantastic, and love everything he does for the community. But the minute I stopped caring about the latest Grimrow spreadsheet, and the minute I stopped caring about the latest Grimrow X, Y, and Z, my life was better. Right? My PoE life was infinitely better. I'm happy with people's success. Yeah, man. And I've taken that mentality and brought it into like streaming and stuff, right? Which is one of the reasons why I think I'm successful and one of the reasons why I think I'm not successful, right? Because like, I encourage people to like think outside the box. I encourage people to like figure things out, and like, I don't follow the spreadsheeting trend, right? Like I did the video the other day on like the blight stuff, and I was like, hey, I think there's something here. This is really cool. There's this type of loot explosion, and then you can get it to this type of loot explosion, and then you can get it to this type of loot explosion. And somebody like commented on the video, and they're like, all you've done is prove to me this is fucking garbage and you're delusional. And I was like, nice, cool, good on you, bro. Awesome, fan-fucking-tastic. A content creator puts a video out. I think it's too late for myself to generate the strat. I try to be a middleman and supply that strat. Yeah, there's just ways to do things. Now we care about the next Red Vials document update. Yep. I mean, where do you think like Fub gets a lot of his information from? Like, and that's like the funny part, right? Because like all of these guys that do a lot of these like really cool, like a lot of these streamers, and like not just Fubgun, but like a lot of these streamers, myself included, we don't think of a lot of the things that we do ourselves. We get them from third-party sites, like, or third-party sources, I should say, right? Like the amount of times that like one of you guys has been like, hey, try this interaction. Like Gone, Hotto, Blossom, Shoto when he was around, like so many people were like, hey, try this. And it works. And then you ask for permission to like make a video about it and like give them credit, right? Because they thought of it. I mean, like look at Red Vials, right? Red was like, here's this fracturing thing, right? And then I make a video about it, and then Red gives me credit, I give Red credit, and then you expand upon it, right? So like a lot of great ideas come from outside sources. The real trick is to know where the source is that the streamer's getting it from. That's the thing a lot of people don't understand, right? Like, if Fubgun's creating a cool strat, who's he talking to? Right? And I've said this about my content. I do things, or I set up videos and I set up streams, you know? And Tat, when he was around, if you ever get the opportunity to see Tat, ask him about this, he'll tell you. I set up a lot of the videos I do beforehand, and I set up a lot of the content I'm planning to do beforehand, and I give a lot of information to you guys about what the next video is or what the next farming strategy is, but I don't tell you. What I'll do is like, I'll like do this and I'll just start talking, but I'll have this tab open, and sometimes I'll get a whisper, and sometimes it'll be like, why do you have all those breach rings? What are those corpses? What are those fractured shields? What are you planning? And somebody will ask me a question, and I'll start telling them, and then they'll be like, where'd you get that information? Or I'm like if I'm doing something, right? Or like you'll do things like you'll just like leave this tab open, and you know, this is a fucking mess, but it's strategically set up with all the same all flames right here. Everything's a mess except this little section right here, and I leave stuff like that up, and somebody will notice it, and they'll be like, why is that? And then I'll answer and be like, oh, I saw this guy Red Vials, or I was talking to Red Vials about doing this anarchy thing. This anarchy thing works really well. Here's the information of where I got it from. A lot of people just aren't taking advantage of like doing research, right? They're just listening to one person and taking it as facts instead of like fact checking things, right? What build are you doing? Yeah, I do that all the time too. I don't know, I have a shield. I did that, right? I did that, and it pissed people off. People are like, what are you playing over there? What's the plan? what's the next build? I'm like, I don't know. Put a shield together. A lot of people didn't know red vials. They didn't, but you can ask the streamer where he gets his information from. Or you can ask around, right?
Tell me something.
New heist video. There was one league where I had like an inventory full of contracts and somebody asked me when the heist video is. They said, hey man, when's the heist video? And I said, hey man, when are you shutting the fuck up? And he was like, cool, good to know. And then he bought out like 80 fucking blueprints. He messaged me later that league and he said, and I quote, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome. Sometimes you gotta tell motherfuckers, shut up. There's a lot of, I don't know, man. There's a lot of information. I just don't think people want to take the time to do the research. Make the heist video about the tech. Next league. That one's going in the back pocket. That one's in the back pocket. Build creators do the same thing all the time. How so? What do you mean? When's the guide from Monopoly Go coming out? I quit that shit. Dude, you joke. I had really good strats for Monopoly Go. I was in different discords with people who were doing probability math and shit. I couldn't keep up with it, man. I stopped playing that shit a minute ago. I still get like text updates from like some people still playing. Not as much anymore. They use other people's ideas and build upon it and use other characters. I think there's a lot of content creators that give credit, right? Right? I'm not the only one who like goes out of their way to give credit, right? Just watch your crop rotation video. Started at least super late, and I'm a returning player at P for like 1.5 years. I'm working my way into maps around tier 7, tier 10. Limit. Any recommendations for low tier map farming strategy to build up a bank to start meaningful upgrading my character? Beast farming. You could do beast farming in white tier maps and farm Krakit Camerals and sell beast. Mudkips, who actually also recommended it just now, made an absolute metric ton doing it. It's really easy to do in white tier maps. You blitz a map in like 10 seconds. I conveniently have like 18 videos on how to do it. Jung did Cog DD last league, and he was the first one of people to do the Mage Blood Valdo map. Oh, that's cool. I think yellow beasts are still really expensive too. I think. Holy shit. Yeah, they're still really expensive. Is Lee still going? They extended it. End of July. Comes out end of July. Strongbox is really good too, but strongboxes I think have to be on tier 16.
Give it to me.
To avoid the D4 season release. I think it's end of July to avoid the last Epoch season release, because I know they talk to each other as game devs. And last Epoch's in 2 weeks. 6th Divine Altar today. Congrats. You had 6 Divine Lantern mods in one day. Oh, this league. I was like, my guy, do you know how sus that sounds in one day? I have not seen a single Divine Altar League Lantern modifier. Like, period. I've done hundreds of maps. I've seen the Exalted one twice, too. Yeah, I've definitely seen the Exalted one twice. 100 plus div each time. I haven't seen it. I know people have seen it. I haven't seen it at all. More than 2,000 maps. It's crazy. Pre-nerf. I just skip all the courses on the ground. You don't have to interact with the league mechanic, man, especially as a returning player. Just play the game and just start getting a flow for things. You can just ignore the league mechanic. Just get yourself situated, right? What you do? What do you mean you do? You do what? So many good games coming out in the next few months. Have I ever informed you of a great game called Black Desert Online? Good evening. Good evening. What's up, Cass? Superlist and mob hubs on every map, and I can't turn it off. I don't want my maps to be more difficult for no meaningful reward. I mean, you just ignore it. Zero drop crypt grinds? What do you mean? You didn't get a limbo seal? Last Epoch patch, Final Fantasy 14, Elden Ring DLC, PoE League. I am starting Elden Ring this week. I want to try the D4 PTR coming out. I don't know if it'll be live when I'm live tomorrow, so we're probably gonna do it on Thursday. But Friday and Saturday, I want to do Elden Ring. No limbo, no belt. No lung? What about a lung? Any lungs? Any lung? Any lung enjoyers? TFD? I don't know what that is. I have a Ranger video, but I'm talking like Once Human in Thrones and Liberty, they're releasing very soon. I don't know what that is. Move like every other mechanic I can remember. Every league mechanic is always around, right? Like whatever the league is, you're always gonna have the league mechanic like forced on you. It's been like that for a while. Only time that you could shut it off is if it goes core, right? It's a looter shooter. No long, no merchant ring piece. Just go rub fucking Lakari's head again. You'll be fine. You know what game I missed so badly? Risk Your Life.
Let the birds feast on the rockery.
Try to do that before starting my grind. Don't worry, Cass, I got you. You'll be good now. Guns, the duel, and Guns 2, the second was the only game I ever played. Oh, I remember that game. I played that game. That game was full of hackers. Necropolis, no way to avoid it. Because it's the current league mechanic. All of those are previous league mechanics, right? And all of those in the league, they were active. You were forced to interact with them too. You're just like not forced because it's not like the main point of the league. Scourge, it was forced on you. Sentinel, it was forced on you. Calandra, it was forced on you. Sanctum just sucked you off. I don't know if you knew about Sanctum League, but you'd be in the middle of a map. Be in the middle of a map going like this, ha, 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 ha. And then Sanctum would literally suck you into the Sanctum. It'd be like, and you're like, not today, Jesus. And it's like, no, gimme. Hi, are you re-rolling? Lady, that thing says exchange 5 for
dollar
CP.
our second baby.
Our second baby. Holy shit, thanks for the 18 months, man. That's fucking crazy. Has it really been 18 months? That's insane. I'm here, you're just silent today? Shit happens, man. Been a day too, I get it. Artisan Giant in queue? For what town? What town, Jesse? Fuck, Jesse might not be able to hear me. What town? Mainly because I don't want to pay child support. He's trying to figure out when the worker goes on sale so I could buy the worker. I don't remember where I was putting skill points. I'm new to the Alice passive tree. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Or Watchstone's Exarch Eater shit is all totally foreign to me. I will explain it to you in a quick 30-second thingy. It's an entirely new game, and you should forget everything you ever knew about Path of Exile and start all over. Here's what happened. Back in the day, Zana was around, and she was the homegirl, and you were like, hey, Zana, what's good? And she was like, hey, I'm good. And she was like, yeah, you good? I was like, yeah, yo, I'm good. And she's like, yo, I'm dipping. And you're like, yo, babe, don't do this to me. And she's like, listen, me and my blade, we got elsewhere to be, and you're going to deal with it. And I was like, yo, dang, all right, bye. So Zana fucks off, right? And you can't no longer interact with Zana. So you just have her as a lingering memory of your life and what she used to be. But she's always there thinking of you, but they're brushing you off like you're shit, right? So then you go over to Navali, and Navali was like, yo, bro, what's up? And you're like, hey, girl, what's up? And then she was like, XDD, I died. And then she became our whole league mechanic. So as things kept progressing throughout the league, this dude showed up, and he was like, hey, man, you want to have a conversation? And I was like, what's up? And he's like, the Atlas, my exile. And you're like, the Atlas? What happened to the Atlas? And he was just like, hey, man, the Atlas expanded. And you're like, wasn't it a giant circle? And he's like, nah, bro, it's a straight line now. And you're like, holy shit, what happened? And he's like, well, everything's in a straight line now. And what you need to do is you need to get these little fucking things. Oh, my face is in the way. You need to get these little things. They're over here. They're called void stones. And you're like, yo, bro, what happened to watch stones? And he's like, that's the thing of the past. And he's like, we got to go through the Atlas, and we've got to chase the new bosses. And you're like, the new bosses? And you're like, what are the new bosses? And he's like, well, there was the eater guy, and there's other guy, and there was a shaper guy and an elder guy. He's like, oh yeah, I know shaper and elder. Zana was around for back then. He goes, well, now they're serious. And you're like, oh fuck. Was he kind of see? What is he? What does he do? He's like, he's a little serious. And you're like, oh great, what does that mean? So now you have shaper, elder, serious, fucking fat guy, blue guy, sun and moon guy, red guy, and you're just like. So essentially what happens is nowadays is you start on tier 1, and then you walk your way through the Atlas and follow lines of progression to map 2, and then you follow lines of progression to map 3, and then you get all the way to the top, and it's like, hee XD, you're at the end of your journey. And then when you get to the end of your journey, Kirik's like, yo, bro, we gotta have a talk. And you're like, what's up, man? He's like, you gotta go kill some guardians, bro. And you're like, guardians, bro? And he's like, yeah, bro, there's some guardians. So back in the day, you used to have to like piss the map off and like get shit all over the place, and it's no longer like that. Nowadays, this motherfucker trapped everybody inside of maps. So what you have to do is you have to go kill like a bunch of like dudes in maps, right? And like you see they're like themed, right? Like there's like circles with lines, and then there's like shiny circles, and then there's circles with other weird little like symbols in the middle, right? So you kill 4 symbol guys, 4 line guys, and 4 sparkly guys. And when you kill the 4 sparkly guys, they give you fragments, right? And those fragments go into another thing that you got to spend $5.99 on, right? Because fuck giving it to you for free. It's $5.99. And you get all these little fragments. And they make a little cool little circle, right? So you got fragments here and 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 fragments here, right? So you spent your $5.99. You killed all the little dudes and all the little weird maps. You made all your circles, and you're like, now what? Well, you got to get these 4 circles to kill this guy to give you one of these. And then you got to kill these 4 guys to give you one of these. But then you realize you need 2 of these, right? So you got to kill this guy a bunch, you get 2 of these. And you got to kill these guy a bunch, you get 2 of these, right? So now you got one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. And you put these in, and then you realize it's just this guy and this guy, because creativity has gone out the fucking window, bro. There ain't no more creativity anymore. It's like, take this guy and slam them together and call it a boss. So once you kill this guy, that guy's like, hey, XDD, bro, what's up, man? And you're like, XDD, and it gives you a little watch stone, right? You get a little void stone. And when you put it in your map, right? When you put in your map, you have a little tier 1 map, you put this bitch in, now you got a tier 4 map, right? So the idea is void stones, every void stone that you get and you put into your atlas will increase the tiers of your map. So every time you get an atlas, it just increases the tier. The reason that it's better is if I have one atlas or void stone in, this in theory can no longer drop as a tier 1, and the minimum tier map I can get is 4. When I have all of them in, the minimum tier map I can get is 16. This makes it so that there is no more issues or headaches attempting to progress the atlas and getting more maps. It also allows you to specifically target certain locations and certain zones and certain maps without having headache and hassle. What expanded outside of that was each one of these stones comes from a very specific thing. Path of Exile, when this guy came around, another boss showed up called the Maven, and it's like a weird voyeur. So what that happens is the Maven, I was gonna call it the mayor. The Maven wants you to go around and kill a bunch of bosses, and then she essentially just like does more things. But to keep it very simple, all right, let's stop being funny and let's keep it extremely simple. The game became easy because it streamlined everything, right? The game became easy because it streamlined everything. It made it so that you don't have to worry about getting lesser tier maps, and it made it so that you can specifically target all the new bosses. The storyline will tell you to go from tier 1 to tier 16. So you go 1 to 2. Yeah, it's streamlined. Just hear me out. You go 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10, right? You work your way up the atlas. When you get to like, I think it's like 7, the game will be like, hey, there's a boss called the Eater of Worlds, or hey, there's a boss called the Searing Exarch. They've invaded the world. So you turn them on and you say to the game, you click these and you're like, I want to chase these bosses. And the game will tell you to go progress and chase the bosses. So you go chase the blue guy and you chase the red guy, and the game will tell you what to do. And it'll actually give you a little quest up here in the corner. And if you follow along my journey, we're almost done with the story and we'll be there eventually. And you can choose the type of content that you want to do now. So it becomes very streamlined. When you complete a map and you complete a new boss, it gives you a passive point for the Atlas tree, or for the Atlas passive tree. And what this allows you to do is this allows you to target farm the type of content that you want. So for example, since you played back in the day, if you wanted to do Delirium, you would find where the Delirium nodes are, and you could put all of your points into these right here that are Delirium. If you wanted to do Legion, you put all these points into the Legion nodes. If you wanted to do Delve, you could put all the points into the Delve node. This Atlas tree allows you to specifically tailor Path of Exile to only the type of content that you want to interact with. You can also shut off, if you take these nodes, shut off all of the content and deal with none of it. So it becomes very streamlined. It's just very confusing because it's new. It's like, if you know what you're doing, if you learn how to do it and you're not fucking dumb, you can do it in about 12 hours and be done with it. Takes about maybe 14. Maybe 14. You lost me on dump? I mean, that's what the toilet's for. But if you're also dumb, we can just enlighten you to not be dumb. I know it's a little confusing, but like, you can do it quick. If you're good, you can do it within 8. You're joking about taking a dump? I mean, if you have to shit, man, the bath, you just go to the bathroom. What are your spirits animal dumb? More fucking, I don't know, naps. Do more nap. Need to farm beasts for a few days to get enough currency to upgrade my character to find red map moss, let alone... What build are you playing? What are you trying to play, shorty? Almost master 1 elk? Nice. Toxic Rain Pathfinder? Bro, you don't need gear. You know what you need? You need one of these and slam it onto a bow. You have the bow with dread? Did I fuck this up? Oh, I did. Why are the colors wrong on this? It's because you're building it wrong. If you build it right, and just to show you, right? Just to give you an idea. So like I have a blue helmet, a blue quiver, blue boots, blue gloves, a quill rain. I have a unique, and a unique, right? Right? I'm level 87. If you build it right and we can help you fix it, you should, in theory, I hope, be able to take a tier 16 red map, put in your tier 16 red map, literally ignore all this shit. Like, we could just fucking just do this. I don't know, just ignore it, right? Right? We should just be able to ignore everything. I just literally go in and just like we can, like, Toxic Rain Pathfinder is really strong and really tanky. We just need to figure out where your disconnect was in gear and get you set up. You don't need a lot of currency. You don't need a lot of gear. You don't need a lot of bullshit. You just need to fix where the hiccups are. And you just essentially become immortal and can do everything. I'm not showing you this as like a haha hee hee XD fuck you. I'm just showing you that, like, the character you're attempting to play, like, we can like look at, like, you know how to pull a POB? You know how to do that? Don't call Toxic Rain strong. I mean, okay, there are definitely stronger and better things for sure. But like, you can see, like, this is a tier 16 red map, right? And like, it's all like blue gear. But it's very specific gear that's tailored to making sure we don't fucking die, right? So my point of the matter is like, if we can figure out where the hole is in your gear and your defense, we can fix your problem. I have about 20 minutes before I have to go because I got to go pick up my kid. I'm a single dad of a 5-year-old. So if you can get us your POB, I can take a look at it. don't mind helping. If you don't get an answer, the Discord that I run is very active and you should be able to get an answer there. The MVP. I just know what it's like to be new. You know, I know what it's like to struggle and be new. You know? Is it free once you buy the game? I mean, there are definitely things you can spend money on for convenience, but you don't have to. Bring in the instilling for the utility flask. If you get instilling orbs, by the way, oh, all my flasks are fucking corrupted. If you get instilling orbs, by the way, you can go to the crafting bench. Fuck. Hold on. I can just give you instilling orbs if you want some. You can just go to the crafting bench and put this in the bench and then just use when charges reach full. You don't have to roll for it. You just do this. Totally forgot. That's why I brought it up. I would not recommend this in the first week. Recommend what? The instilling orb stuff? You're not resist capped, by the way. You should try to get resist capped without the use of the flask. $30 to 1C. I mean, just do it. Is it possible to sync hours into BDO? No. Is it possible to AFK, do things, and play both games at the same time? Yes. You never gave it a solid shot. We play in the Discord all the time. We have a huge community in the Discord that's literally playing all the time. There are people like in voice right now. It's really good game. Like even on the other monitor, like my girl is just like chopping logs for like AFK income, right? Like it's like AFK farming divines while I like hang out with you guys. The game is a lot of like AFK time where you like keep the game open and do AFK things. Don't feel like there's any massive holes in your character. What do you think, Blossom? His effective hit pulls like all like his takes. He can't take a hit. This note is bad. Where's the guide you're following? Max roll? You have the POB of the guide you're following? What? Oh, flash charges gain, sure. I think if your flask are up, you just can't take a fizz hit. So it's just probably just like a player thing, right? I don't think he's doing the totem thing. I think it might just be you're standing and shit and getting hit by shit. EDU a crossplay with all platforms? No. Console plays with console, PC plays with PC. PS5 plays with PS5, PS4 plays with PS4, stuff like that. You definitely, yeah, there are definitely holes. This body armor craft's probably really huge too. You don't have that. I think he's resist cap without the use of flask and uses the flask to go over, but I don't think that's gonna matter, like Blossom was saying. It just makes it so you're safer. But yeah, see, this guy's chaos resist capped. You're not. This guy's got fizz damage reduction from hits taken as fire damage and lightning, which is really, really, really big. It keeps him alive. His tree is really fucking weird. I don't know if I like his tree, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. He doesn't have grace. This guy's got grace. He's got grace. He's got grace right there. Got grace and malevolence. Grace, malevolence. His evasion's really low. He's got no evasion on his gloves. His grace is only level... Oh, it is 20. Take this point out, by the way. You have a point up here in life regeneration. Take this out. It doesn't fucking do anything. It's trash. He needs caustic arrow of poison. Does he have a 100% chance to poison? Click power notes to prove it's trash. All right, one sec. I'm looking for where to see if he's got a chance to fucking poison. But I don't know where it is in the calculations yet. Somebody asked if you had 100% chance to poison. Sorry I got lost on the BDO stuff. I just want to make sure I can get this guy a little bit of help before I have to go. I would listen to Mudkips though. Toxic rain bills aren't poison. I mean, do I have poison on this? Caustic arrow is though, isn't it? Am I crazy here? I need the caustic arrow shit on this. Okay. Poison's irrelevant. I was just somebody I got brought up in DMs. I was looking. I was just looking, taking all advice from all sides to see things that we can make better for this gentleman. But yeah, there's a node down here that says show power nodes, and it'll highlight. This is what Alamon was talking about. It'll highlight good nodes and bad nodes. Everything you know about BDO, throw it out the window if you're gonna try it, and go into it with no expectations and know nothing and start new, if that makes sense. Yeah, see, this node doesn't even like light up. Honestly, I just think you just need to get the evasion base. I think you need to fix your armor. Your armor is like kind of poopy. Which life regen node are you removing? The one right here. For damage over time mastery. This little node, you had this node. It's brainwashed me and overtaken my life. I have the mentality that all the games suck except for PoE. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. Dude, deadass, if you want, man, like, if you're just, like, looking, bro, like, the community has a bunch of PoE stuff. It's got a bunch of Last Epoch stuff. It's got a bunch of BDO stuff. It's got people who hang out on voice and shoot the shit. Like, just insert yourself in the community. Lightning Coil, Taste of Hate. Taste of Hate's not a bad idea. I don't think he has any money. Just need Chaos Res and Fin Mitigation. I agree with that. I think that's totally reasonable. You see on his chest how he has that craft? You don't have that craft. That craft is massive. It's the craft that says physical damage from hits can be taken as fire and physical damage can be taken as lightning. Is pretty important. Was Pathfinder with the recovery? He has the Pathfinder stuff. He doesn't have this though yet. Which he just needs the fragments to be able to do. I would also advise you like joining the Discord and asking questions in the PoE community too as you get stuck like this. But I definitely think your solution's really simple. I think you get chaos resistance, physical mitigation, and you just don't stand in shit. You could probably also change, maybe not. I was gonna say you could probably change a flask out. You know, honestly, you probably could, man. You could probably change this Onslaught Flask out for something else. You could probably get like a Chaos Resist Flask for now. Free Onslaught and free Adrenaline. Yeah, just a free up a flask slot. Playing video games and doing nerd things. Give it to me, baby boy. I'm so fucking confused. Good decision, Junova. Nice. Yeah, we can. You definitely need to like just think about it. I'm still trying to think about like the best answer to give you. I'm not trying to blow you off. I'm like knee deep in thought about this. I think step one is to get a better body armor. Your body armor, like I know it's 6-link, but we could just like re-roll you a new body armor, right? We just give you like shit. We get you that craft and you'll be like infinitely tankier. I think we change the silver flask to an amethyst flask for chaos resistance temporarily so that you have some chaos resistance. I think you stop standing in shit because you're standing in shit and stop standing in shit. Your bow's okay for right now. It could definitely be better. Could definitely be better. Get you the last lab. The last lab would help too. Go get your kid, man. I got like 5 minutes. He's at my mom's. He's with me all week. He goes to his mom's on the weekend. I picked him up this morning. Picked him up 6:30. I left my house 6 o'clock this morning. 6:30. Picked him up. Came to work. This is my job. I usually pick him up by like 6:45, 7. So I got 5 more minutes. You need to change these gloves too. You need a dex-based gloves though. I mean, you don't have to, but it'll help. We just gotta get your resistances sorted for chaos and stuff, right? Big part of Toxic Rain is just not standing in shit, right? Like, the thing you have to like really take away from playing Toxic Rain is like, if the map goes this way, you should just be pre-firing, right? You just pre-fire and move, 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 pre-fire and move. Like, if you're, for example, like, this is clarity, hold on. If you're, for example, if there's mobs here and you're like this trying to kill them, you're going to die, right? Like, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? You're just going to die. But what you should be doing is like, if you have mobs there, you should literally just be like this. What you can do, what's really cool that a lot of people don't realize, is when you fire Toxic Rain, these little pustules, they explode, right? And they like deal damage. So like, you can like see the mobs here and then run away and fire like this behind you and leave this trail of dudes, and they'll run through these and they'll die. Right? So essentially what I mean by this, and just to like go into like Blood Aqueducts as an example, is if I see like a group of fucking mobs, right? I could just do this and just like run away and let them like run into them. Like fire once or twice, move, fire once or twice, move, fire once or twice, move, fire once or twice, move. Just stop standing still, which you might be doing, right? And like he's saying too, with Mirage Archer, you can literally fire and then just run around and let Mirage Archer do its thing. Also a very reasonable, valid line. So, all right, chat. I need to go get my kid. I'm gonna go do dance stuff. If you have questions, seriously, possessed harvest ladies and essence mobs, just ignore the essence mobs for now. Ignore the essence mobs. Ignore the possessed mobs. Just go through the campaign and stuff, right? Things I have to kite. Question. Sup? I got you. You have a noob tutorial for BDO to the Discord. I've tried creating a couple of videos for BDO. They don't do well at all. Just trying to farm essences for money. They killed the essence farm, man. They did. They killed the essence farm. You used to do it in tier 1 white maps. Now you got to do it in tier 6 maps. Also, essences this league are really bad because of the graveyard. The graveyard's better essences. So it's like, it's kind of shitty to do essences this league because the graveyard killed it. Once the graveyard leaves, essences will be really good again. But as far as BDO videos go, I've tried a couple times to make BDO videos. They haven't done very well. I'll give you an example of what I mean about them not doing very well. These are my last couple of videos. Which ones were the BDO videos on YouTube? I'm very grateful for the people that watched. I'm very, very, very grateful because it helped a lot of people. But the algorithm doesn't pushes them out yet, so I've got to tailor like a 60-40 split. So I've done a bunch of PoE videos, so now I'm working on the next BDO video, but I just haven't had time to finish it because I'm constantly putting out more PoE stuff. So, but it's coming. But seriously, like for both of you guys trying to figure the game out, just ask questions. And if you're willing to learn and you're not willing to be like, I don't know, a Pepega shitlord, will help you, right? So just ask. And if you think it's a stupid ass question, even if it is a stupid ass question, ask. Don't be shy. Just ask us, bro. We got you. There's so many people that are willing to help. Yeah, dude. Literally, honest to God, dude, take advantage of the Discord. Literally take advantage of the Discord. I have the opportunity. I say this, and I don't just say this because it's my Discord, right? I don't say this because it's just my Discord. I have been very blessed to have some of the smartest individuals that I've ever had the opportunity to game with. Like some of the absolute smartest individuals I've ever had the opportunity to game with. And the only reason I am anywhere near as good as I am in both games or a lot of the gaming like avenues I go down with is because I am surrounded by some of the brightest and most talented individuals that I have the opportunity to play with. And the Discord has these people in there and they're willing to talk to you and they're willing to teach you and they're willing to help you. And I don't mean like, when I say take advantage of it, I don't mean like, haha, he XD, like be an asshole. I mean, like you have the opportunity to listen and learn. It's like the whole, like, if you could sit in a room with a bunch of CEOs every day and learn how they did their job and made their money, you would learn, right? But like, we have this for gaming. I'm going to use a really good example and she's going to yell at me, but I have the opportunity to talk to somebody about how to fix something in BDO. And they gave me a gigabrain spreadsheet that's like pages deep on how to do things. And then I was talking to, I'm going to use Cass. I was talking to Cass about how to do grinding stuff. And him and I spent hours last night going over how to min-max stuff, right? And then I have people like Blossom, who I'm talking to Blossom about this Poison Pathfinder shit that we're doing. And we just have information and step-by-steps of everything that we need to do to test and get things to work. Then I have people like Will here, who's figuring out game-breaking craziness with heist shit that I can't even begin to put into words what he showed me the other day in Discord that blows my fucking mind, right? We have these people. These people are there. These people are willing to talk to you. They are willing to share information. It's just a matter of like you, the listener, being willing to like engage and ask questions. And we do every night, dude. Would you recommend this for a new player? Dude, fucking hammer, baby, mom. Hammer, mama, baby, baby, mama, mama, baby. I literally minutes ago, linked somebody how to play Scholar minutes ago. So Scholar's insane. Do it. Scholar. But I do need to go. I have to go take care of stuff. I do. I gotta go be a dad. I'll be back tomorrow, chat. I'll be in the Discord later tonight. I'll be available. You guys can ask questions there. Without finishing maps. There's a tactic for that. There's a tactic for that. There's an actual tactic, and we can show you what to do. There's what you're supposed to do before I go. What you're supposed to do before I go is you're supposed to take like points like this that give you chance for higher tier maps so that you can get more. Good to see you, buddy. I hope you're well. I hope you and the kid and the wife are doing well. Good to see you. I hope you're well. And like you take a bunch of nodes for additional connected drop chance, and then you go into like additional higher tier maps found. But we can always give you resources. Like we won't hand you like top tier gear, but like if you need some stuff to like respec an Atlas tree, like if you need some stuff to respec an Atlas tree, like we have tons of it. Like somebody will give it to you if I can't give it to you, and we can definitely get you situated and sorted. You know, the beauty of being in a community, people are willing to help. All right, I gotta go. If I don't go now, I'm gonna keep rambling. A chat email, get out of jail free card? No. No. Controller, mouse and keyboard. I like mouse and keyboard. A lot of people like controller. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for all the bits, love, tips, and stuff. Thank you all the follows. Thanks for joining the Discord. Thanks for liking the YouTubes. Thanks for everything. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon, like 2:30 Eastern. Great stream. Yo, high five, Ken! Glad you guys stopped in. I'm sorry I can't stay longer. I have a lot of shit to do. You know? So, all right, I'll be back tomorrow. So long, farewell, Avita. Say good night.